I went to Thutmose III's tomb, whereas other people are looking for the ruins of Atlantis. I have been looking for where Atlanteans travel in ruins that are on land now and were on land during the time of Atlantis. I was traveling with my friend and publisher of my book, Peggy. As soon as we got in there, Peggy was leaping up and down and pointing to these images on the wall of a very long serpent held up in various places by human beings. And then at the end was the serpent's head coming up, which was exactly what I was looking for, except that this was just a serpent. And what I wanted was images of serpents with wings, because I had read a travel guide and I had seen images of something that looked just like my past life memories of Atlantis, especially of this memory that was the scariest memory of Atlantis, of being a light being that fell into the serpent's mouth and then was transported through space. So I found this image of the serpent, and the serpent has got its head up and it's got these two big wings. In between the two wings is this round golden circle. And the reason that is so important, because in Atlantis, that's what I was, a light being. So to find this image with a serpent with the wings and the light being between the wings close to the serpent's mouth is exactly what I had experienced when Atlantis was breaking up. Those of us who were still light beings, not everyone was a light being anymore, but those of us who were still light beings, and we called ourselves gods and goddesses. I had, when it was time to go to safety lands, that round light being, I fell into the serpent's mouth, and then the serpent sent me flying through space. I know, that is just crazy. And forever I thought that I must be insane, until I started finding these images, like in Yucatan and now in Egypt, that were images of my scariest memory in Atlantis, of being a light being that fell into the serpent's mouth and then was transported through space. Now, I'd already been a number of times to Yucatan, and in Yucatan, they show the ability of the serpent to create flight by making the serpent feathered. So that's Kukulkan, the feathered serpent. That's Yucatan. My assumption is that Atlanteans traveled to Yucatan because there's the Atlantic Ocean in the middle. So here's where Atlantis is. So it makes sense that Atlanteans would have traveled to Yucatan on one side and Egypt's on the other. Hello, hello, hello. It's Carol Ann Chapman, and I've written about my experiences in my book, When We Were Gods, which is a chronicle of my memories of Atlantis. If you find this interesting, if you have memories of Atlantis, if you are one of the golden ones, they are people who in Atlantis decided to reincarnate now, when we're again technologically advanced and on the brink of self-annihilation. Please contact me at my email, carol@carolchapmanlive.com, because there's a bunch of us that like to meet and talk about these things. Otherwise, if you're just interested in learning more about pre-historical history, I don't know what that's called, there's a special word for it anyway, then and if you want to know more, please subscribe. Now, next week, I'm going to continue with this series on Ruins Where Atlanteans Visited. And I'm going to be talking about more images of serpents that, by the images, it seems pretty obvious these serpents could fly through space. Great talking with you. See you soon. Toodaloo. Bye-bye.